What do lifestyle newborn photographers, in-home lifestyle newborn photographers, need to bring with them to their lifestyle newborn sessions besides just their camera gear if they want to ensure that their sessions are successful, that everyone is happy and having fun, and that they're giving their clients an amazing experience? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the things that I bring with me to all of my lifestyle newborn sessions. So I think that lifestyle newborn photography sometimes gets like a bad rap because it's almost seen as like, okay, if you're not good enough to do post newborn photography, or if you're like newer and you don't feel comfortable doing that yet, then you do lifestyle newborn photography. And if you're just doing lifestyle newborn photography, like you're just there to be a fly on the wall, like you don't take control of the session, you don't need to bring anything, you don't need to do anything. And I don't think that's true at all. I think lifestyle newborn photography, at least for me, like I chose this very intentionally. I tried post newborn photography, I tried lifestyle newborn photography, and personally, I just really appreciate the authenticity of lifestyle newborn photography. Authenticity is something that's so important for me in my work. I really want to show off actual love, connection, joy between family members, because that's something that's really important for me to remember in my own motherhood journey. And so I want to create that for other moms. So I chose lifestyle newborn photography very intentionally, and you can create amazing, stunning, beautiful lifestyle newborn photography that's just as good as post newborn photography. So if you're a newer lifestyle newborn photographer and you're struggling with your like camera settings at all, I've actually created a completely free cheat sheet for you for your camera settings, what they should be for in-home lifestyle newborn sessions. So you can go ahead and download that free cheat sheet for your camera settings for in-home sessions down below. I know that that can sometimes be tricky with like just the lighting in different homes and how some homes don't have as good of natural light as others. So go ahead and download that free cheat sheet down below and master your camera settings, completely free resource for you. Okay, let's get into what I bring to my lifestyle newborn sessions. So I actually am a photographer that has a client closet, and I bring dresses for moms and outfits, swaddles, and props for babies. So I just think that, okay, first of all, when I was not bringing dresses to my sessions, even though I would send an outfit guide to my clients, a lot of times moms, postpartum moms, especially if they're a first-time postpartum mom, they just didn't know how to dress for their postpartum body in a way that was the most flattering, especially on camera. And I totally understand this, right? Like you have no idea what size you're going to be. You have no idea, you know, how quickly your belly is going to go down, and that's different for everyone. And so I just found that instead of moms having to order a dress, not knowing if it was going to fit them, not knowing what size they were going to be, and only wearing it once because your postpartum, like your newly postpartum body is not going to last for very long. It's going to be changing so quickly. And so it makes the most sense for me to include that for my clients, because then I know what photographs well for postpartum women. And I only have dresses that are super, super flattering and beautiful for postpartum. So I bring dresses for moms. I have a client closet of over 50 dresses for them to choose from. They choose 2 to 3. I bring it for them for their session, and then they can try them on and decide which one they want to wear. So actually, this dress is an example. This is from one of my favorite brands called Worth Collective. And then here's another example of a dress that I would bring to a newborn session. And this one is a beautiful toile pattern, also from Worth Collective. And then I also bring outfits, swaddles, and props for babies. So here's an example of one of my swaddles. And here's an example of one of my outfits. So for the outfits, I have them in both newborn size and 0 to 3 months, because I'm not a photographer that is picky about the age of the baby, especially with lifestyle newborn. I'm totally fine with being flexible. So every session is different. Like if I have I've had 2-month-old babies before, and that's totally fine. Like, we're probably not going to swaddle them because it just doesn't work out with older babies as well. So that's when the outfits will come in handy. But even if I do have a younger baby, I'll usually do at least one swaddle and one outfit. And again, that's just because parents don't know what photographs well. And so before I was bringing the outfits for the babies, I would just end up with a lot of like not very photogenic outfits for babies. And so it just makes the most sense for me to bring those myself. And then another thing I bring is if I have girl babies, bows, of course, or if I have toddler, like older siblings that are girls, bows. Always need to have some bows with you. And then speaking of toddlers, another thing that really helps if you have toddlers at your session is this monkey. So George goes around my lens like this, and it just really helps with toddlers like getting comfortable with me because they can't see my face when my camera's up here, right? So sometimes that can feel a little bit scary for a kid. And so having the monkey on there so that you can say like, hey, you can just look at my monkey, really helps with kids knowing where to look and also just like feeling more comfortable and happy. Okay, another thing that I bring with me is this Moses basket. So this just really helps with getting those photos of baby alone. And then also I love to get a photo of like mom, touching baby, playing with baby's feet or something while they're in the Moses basket as well. And then I also like to bring, again, if there's toddlers at the session, these very photogenic books. It gives them like an activity to do if they need a break while I can still get those sweet candid photos. And I know they have books at their house, right? But sometimes their books are like bright red, bright orange, super colorful, and that just don't like photograph super well. So that's why I bring these photogenic books. And then let's see, I also bring this blanket just in case like they don't have anything neutral colored at their house for like laying down photos with all of them. I could lay it out over the bed in case they've got like bright red sheets or something that doesn't photograph well. Then we can lay the blanket down. And then the last thing I have for you is this is just an extra tip. It's not for the family, it's just for you, is a tripod for your phone. So you can set up your phone and video yourself behind the scenes taking photos at the session. And that's just for you, for your own marketing, for reels on Instagram or for Instagram stories, or even for your website or anything like that, so that you can use that for marketing for yourself. So I hope you found this helpful. Go ahead, don't forget to download that free cheat sheet for your camera settings for in-home newborn sessions down below. And I will link as much of this stuff as I can for you guys as well, in case you're interested in taking any of this type of stuff to your next in-home lifestyle newborn session. And then go ahead and let me know if you want me to talk about anything else specific on this channel. I am a family, maternity, and newborn photographer and videographer. So any topics related to those, I'm happy to talk about. I want this YouTube channel to be a place that is super helpful and informative for other family and newborn photographers. So if you have any questions or anything you want me to make videos about, I am happy to do that for you. All right, see you guys next time.